3 consecutive dubs for the Toronto Raptors as they come back home after the historic 7-game road trip. All in air quotes because they went 4-3, which is the best record in Raptors history on a 7-game road trip. Albeit, you look at the opponents and you can go, well, yeah, it is what it is. However, you hear a lot in sports that after a long road trip, that first game back is usually pretty tough. Albeit the San Antonio Spurs are really bad. Now, they don't have some key guys as well. No Devin Vassell. Sochan is hurt, or is he suspended? I don't know what happened. But there's a lot of guys. There's quite a few guys, main guys that impact the game. Let's put it that way. For the San Antonio Spurs and the Raptors. Look, they don't have OG still, obviously, and they may not have him after tomorrow. We'll be all over it and wait and see. But this game, there was never any doubt. The Raptors were going to win this ball game. It was just a matter of by how much. Now, yeah, there were moments where they chipped it down to 6 or something like that, and you felt a little uneasy. But then the Raptors made a punch. You're like, oh yeah, right. The Spurs are bad. And the Raptors win at 112-98, and they've won 3 straight games, and they're now 26-30 on the season. So we're kind of in that mode of okay, look, we wins are nice, but what's going on here, right? What are we doing? And by tomorrow, we'll find that out. But let's talk about this game. First quarter, Raptors dominate. I mean, they played a great first quarter. The offense was flowing really nicely. They dominated. They win the quarter 34-24. Really nice. Second quarter, the defense starts to hiccup a little bit. And at one point, I think they led in the second quarter. But the Raptors were able to counter enough to hold on to a narrow 3-point lead heading into halftime. Right, because it was 30-23. Yeah, they were up by 3 heading into the break. Nah, not great. Not against it's San Antonio Spurs team, not what you want to see. Albeit, you think about it, right? You come back after a long road trip, you have 2 days off, right? You think maybe, the legs might be a little heavy to start. And look, they had 34 in the first quarter, don't get me wrong, but they ended the second quarter quite rough. They come out in the third, and they played a really nice third quarter. Defensively, they were great. I thought Thad Young gave you a punch off the bench. Chris Boucher was great all game long. And in that third quarter in particular, I thought the Raptors did a really good job moving the ball around, finding the open man. And they win the quarter by 10, 31-21. And back up 13 going into the fourth. They never looked back in the fourth quarter. And they won the fourth 24-23. And won the game by 14, 112-98. The reason I'm not giving you guys the amount of emotion as I'm so used to giving you after Raptor wins is because we don't know what this team's going to look like in 24 hours. Will OG be gone? Will OG and Fred be gone? Will OG, Fred, Pascal, Gary be gone? I don't know. Will they all still be here and we'll be scratching our heads? I have no clue. All these reports saying all these teams are interested. Then we see trades happening today and we're like, okay, the Raptors we're just sitting here, waiting. What's going on? And we have less than 24 hours till the deadline. So I don't know what's going to happen, guys. But let's go through these player stats. We'll get through the video. It's a game against the Spurs on a Wednesday evening when your team's 5 games under 5 games under 500. It's not very appetizing. Precious Achiuwa, again, I think he struggled in the last game, or did he get in foul trouble? I think he got into foul trouble early in this game, but he made an impact. And that's all I love to see from Precious at the 5, even though, he's not obviously your traditional 5. 10 points, 7 boards on 4 of 6 shooting, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 of 2 from 3. Had 1 steal and 2 blocks. So again, giving you energy. By the way, when I said traditional 5, because Precious ain't, all this talk, and even the report today about Jakob Poeltl, and I'm watching him today, and I'm like, what's so appetizing about Poeltl? I mean, he's efficient, sure. He blocks shots at the rim, sure. Not really sure what he does, though. Anyways, Fred VanVleet, the percentages were quite low on him. Didn't make a lot of shots tonight, but again, plus 20 on the floor. He made an impact. 16 points, couple boards, 4 assists, shot 5 of 16 from the field, 5 of 5 from the line, but was 1 of 7 from 3. He had 3 steals and a denial in the game, so again, you like that side of the ball. The offense was really struggling from a percentage standpoint today, but it was a plus 20 while he was on the floor was Freddie V. And Pascal Siakam, a lot of the talk recently is about Pascal being tired, and rightfully so, and him not playing very well. Well, these 2 days off, he needed it desperately. He got it, and he came out today against a pretty bad team and made them look pretty damn bad. 37 for Pascal, 10 boards, 7 assists, shot in a really efficient 15 for 21 from the field, 4 of 5 from the line, 3 of 3 from distance, and was a plus 22 while he was on the floor, easily the MVP in today's game. Really nice job from Pascal. He was the offense for the Raptors tonight, okay? Scotty Barnes, I thought he was doing a lot of facilitating. It didn't really force the offense too much. Got into the paint, bullied Jakob Poeltl in the paint there in the second quarter. And I'm sitting here like, again, what's he supposed to do? Like, I don't know. I just didn't really feel like he was a presence. 10 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists for Scotty B. 4 of 10 from the field, was 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 of 4 from distance. So not his greatest game. Didn't really think he got integrated in the offense a whole lot. Those games are going to happen. You bounce back and you play a great one in the next one, right? You didn't hurt your team today. So that's obviously a very important part. And obviously, just like I said, facilitating the ball, he did a great job yet again. Gary, 15 points, 5 boards, 3 assists, shot 6 of 16 from the field, 1 of 2 from the line, 2 of 6 from 3, had 2 steals in the game, and he was a plus 15. So when Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, and Gary Trent were on the floor, they made an impact. I think they were combined, what is that, plus 57 combined. Yeah, they were the difference makers today, without a doubt. And coming off the bench, I mean, you didn't get... I'm hating Nick not playing some of the bench guys, but it's painful. But Chris Boucher was electric. Energy on both ends of the ball, converting at the other end on offense, making some threes, making guys come out to check him. Then when he gets in the paint, he was making some tough shots, getting some and ones to fall. Right, 18 points, 11 boards, gets the double-double in the game, had an assist, was 6 of 10 from the field, 4 of 5 from the line, 2 of 4 from three-point range, and had 3 steals and 3 blocks. Chris Boucher was a menace tonight, and him and Pascal really led the charge offensively and really energy-wise. Those guys were the engines for the Raptors in this game against the Spurs this evening. All right, team stats. They shot 40% from the field, 28% from 3. Yep, that's bad. But it reminds me a lot of what the Raptors' percentages looked like back a little while ago. 70% from the free throw line were the Spurs. Raptors, 49% from the field, 36% from 3, 76% from the line. All overall fairly solid numbers. Look, you score 112. You don't allow 100. Overall, that's a solid game. Now, disregarding the opponent, you did what you were supposed to do. You dominated the glass. You were plus 12 there. The one thing I don't like is Raptors turned the ball over 4 more times than the Spurs. Raptors turned it over 16 times today. That's not characteristic. Not Raptors characteristics? What the hell am I talking about? I don't know. I had a couple days. This is what happens when I get a couple days off. Throws me for a loop. The words get all mixed up, and it's a disaster. Now, Raptor fans, I don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. I've learned to take all these reports with a grain of salt. We've heard all kinds of mumbo-jumbo garbage over the past month or so. With OG wanting out. With Gary, the most likely one, getting traded. Then we hear Gary's open to re-signing with the Toronto Raptors, and the Raptors might explore that. Then we hear Fred VanVleet might be signed by the Phoenix and Orlando in the offseason. Then we hear they might be trading for the deadline. And then you hear how Memphis and New Orleans. Who went to the Westbrook trade? I didn't even look at that really that much. But anyways, they were battling, and one team didn't want anybody to get OG. They want OG. And we're hearing all these bidding wars. We've heard nothing about OG over the last few days. So what does that mean? I don't know. They're all reports until we hear a final verdict. And tomorrow is the trade deadline. By tomorrow night, and for sure by Friday night's game when the Raptors host the Jazz at 7:30, you will know what this Raptors squad will look like for the rest of the season. What that may be, I don't know. Masai and Bobby are known to keep the cards close to their chest. So if anybody's trying to guess and assume what they're going to do, good luck with that. I'm just sitting back and waiting. And I'll react when things happen or when they don't happen. All right, so guys, that is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and the game today, because they won, by 14, and you enjoyed Pascal, smack that like button. Do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not already, comment down below. Thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game, would you like, would you not like from today's game for the Toronto Raptors? The Twitter and Instagram links are down below, so follow up, send me a DM to that great stuff, guys. The Discord link is down below as well, so if you have not followed the Discord page, please go do so. The link is in the description. And I will talk to you guys, Leafs edition on Friday, as they're in Columbus taking on the Blue Jackets in Game 1 back after the All-Star break. And that game scares me because rusty legs are a thing. And the Leafs obviously haven't played for, it'll be about a week and a half, so we'll see how it goes. And as for the Raptors, like we talked about, they're back in action on Friday as well as they host the Utah Jazz at Scotiabank Arena. 7:30 tip-off there against the Jazz. I'll leave you guys with this. Who do you think is going to get traded tomorrow? If anybody from the Toronto Raptors. Let me know in the comments. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the game tonight. We'll talk to you guys then.